Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, where in today's video, I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest episode of the fantasy HBO series, His Dark Materials, which dropped a short while ago. I just finished watching it. Got some thoughts on it, but before I begin, of course, as usual with most of my episode reviews, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, which means I'll be going over plot details, character stuff, all that jazz, so you have been warned. So unless you're caught up on His Dark Materials by this episode or last week's episode, which was the season 2 premiere, do not keep watching or listening because I will probably be ruining something for you. That being said, let's dive right back into it. Gotta be honest with you guys, didn't really care for this episode, mostly because I really don't give a rat's ass about Will's storyline. I mean, I get it. His dad crossed into one of the worlds, and when he was exploring in the Arctic or some shit like that, and then his mom went kind of bit nuts as well. And now he's finally found Lyra, and their fates seem to be on a parallel path in season 1. And I was really hoping we wouldn't have to go back to the modern world, our Earth, in this season, but obviously we're there. And I just really don't care because it takes me out of the whole fantasy aspect of the show. And one of the things that drew me to the show was the fact that it was very much dug deep into the fantasy genre. But when it keeps cutting back to 21st century Earth, it just takes me out of it. And it's like, I don't like this. I don't care. I really don't care. And it's a little bit more interesting now that they've introduced the scientist who's working on the dark matter machine that Lyra seems to be able to speak to or communicate with or some shit. And now the scientist is all excited about it. Don't know if she quite believes Lyra yet, but at least they seem to have made a new friend in the 21st century, even with that sinister magisterium agent hot on their trail. After trolling Mrs. Coulter for some reason, which was also weird because it's like, aren't they working together? And speaking of Mrs. Coulter, I did understand or know why she went to the new head of the magisterium, Father McPhail, and then like gave him shit for keeping secrets or something from her or condemning her for some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm not sure what this is. I think the one part of the episode I did like was how Serafina was, having a problem with one of her witches about, she was chastising her for killing the leader of the Magisterium in the season premiere last week, and how they don't want to necessarily go to war. They're trying to stay out of war, and they're more concerned with Lyra and the prophecy. But I felt like all of season 1, all Serafina did was keep teasing and telling everybody about the great war to come. So it's like, wouldn't the witches be willing or ready to fight in the war? And I get it, they're devastated that their home was firebombed by the Magisterium. That was pretty cool. Kind of sad, but a pretty cool explosive sequence. But it's like, I don't understand the witches' attitudes. Like, do they want to fight, or are they not willing to fight? I did like the fact that they brought back that guy from season 1 who Lyra and the guy from the Egyptians encountered, the one who gave the dust or potion thing to Lyra to summon Serafina to her. I thought that was cool. I liked him. He was like the ambassador between the human world and the witches. Unfortunately, he's going to jail now. Don't know if we'll see him again this season, but it was nice seeing that actor again because I did like that character from last season. But overall, this episode just felt very underwhelming and confusing to me. And like I said, them being in the 21st century Earth really takes it out of, really is like, just takes me out of it. And it's just super distracting. And I just don't give a damn about Will's backstory. I like Will just fine. I just don't give a shit about his backstory. So it's like, focus on Will and Lyra. Hopefully now they'll be able to do that more. And just leave his family drama aside. Because it's like, I don't care. I just don't care. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter. But fortunately, the promo for next week's episode looks quite good. It looks like we'll be seeing Lee and hopefully Yorick once again, so that's exciting. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it more than I did, or did you have the same reaction as I did, where you were kind of meh? Let me know with your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. His Dark Materials drops new episodes every Monday night on HBO. Don't miss it. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.